what I often see is people do one of two main things, is that they end up undercharging for their services because they accidentally try to be the cheaper option, and then they try to stand apart by being the cheaper option, which attracts the wrong people, and it ends up being a nightmare, and you end up being in this perpetuate vicious cycle of never enough, as soon as this, then that, and it just ends up being a mess, and it's unfortunate. And so then what people will tell you is they'll say things like, oh, well, nobody who's going to buy a low ticket offer is going to buy a high ticket offer. It's a different market. Well, then if that's the case, then wouldn't the same be said for someone who invests in something for free? And then maybe you've heard traditional, people telling you, oh, it's just as much work to sell something high ticket as it is to sell something low ticket. Now, if you've heard that before, then and let's just say, okay, that's true, then couldn't the same be argued for it's just as much work for something to sell something for free as it is to sell something that's low ticket? And I would argue yes. But I would also argue that the quality of client is higher when they've invested in themselves.